Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails in the Sky Part 77. Yeah, I think the math is math in there. Last time we entered into the final chapter after getting Ita and Professor Russell. I didn't forget his name for a second. I probably should call him Professor Exposition, the way he kept referring to everyone by their proper titles last time. I don't know what's up with him. Then we talked to everyone to Zeiss and we're bidding goodbye because it turns out there's they won't let me go anywhere else. They won't let me go to Elmo Village. They won't let me go to Wolf Fort. They won't let me go to Crimson Tower. Definitely where Agata's hiding out, 100%. You know what? For one time. My God, this shit is slow. They need to speed this up. Time to completion. Never really pay attention to how slow the escalator is. I mean, you gotta like... you know, make an appointment from like the top of the escalator to the bottom of the escalator. I think it's like is it like a full 60 seconds? And does it gently deposit us? Ah, Joshua, your feet, they've been eaten. Why did I come down here? Oh yeah, I was gonna see if they just maybe this way leads to the highway. Hey, looks like we gotta walk it, or we don't gotta walk it. It leads to the highway. We still have some good time. I don't think it's a good idea to stray too far. Fine. Alright, well, maybe we'll make it to the capital in time. Unfortunately, we gotta take the slow-ass escalator. You stay in your place. Good morning, you heading to the capital too? I'm going to Borough Orbital Ship Corporation for work. I want to get it over with quickly so I can enjoy the Queen's birthday festival. Oh yeah, you weren't at your house. Maybe I got here too early? Alright, the Cecilia's arriving soon. Better start getting things ready for a safe landing. Nobody down here, man? My airship, it's gone? Hey, it's you guys. I feel like I filled me out on everything. You ready to get checked in? Thanks. Alright then, just write your names and contact information down here. We will need your email address for some fucking reason. Because every business needs to have your email address and your phone number now. Nah, you don't. You don't need to send me fucking emails, alright? Phil and Josh have completed check-in procedures for their flight. Alright, here are your boarding passes. Just show these to the attendant when you board. Airliner Cecilia should arrive soon. Once it's here, just show your ticket and hop aboard. You can just walk across. You don't actually have to hop on board. Just figured I'd mention that because sometimes people get it twisted and, you know, so they hop and then they mess up and then they fall to their death and then they try and sue the company. It's me, Antoine. Ah, Antoine. Hey, thanks for the help yesterday. Man, you really had us scared back at the fortress. Hope you've reflected on your actions, young man. Not even listening. Maybe he's just pretending not to understand. Oh, fine. You did help us out. Thanks, Antoine. Hey, it's you two. Oh, hey, Chief. Heard from the Factory Chief Murdoch, you guys pulled off the rescue, right? Gus has always been a real mentor to us engineers. I'd like to offer you my thanks as well. We couldn't have done it without your help. Gotta say, that little guy nearly gave me a heart attack. Is that intentional? You know what they say, if you want to fool the enemy, start by fooling your friends. Anyway, what brings you guys to the landing port? We're heading to the Royal Capital on behalf of Professor Russell. We're booked on the 11 a.m. airship, so it looks like we're early. Seems the ship's running late. What's the point of living in an authoritarian state if the damn airships don't even arrive on time, man? That's supposed to be the one thing you're good at, even though they actually weren't good at it. I need time to unload the cargo, so you probably have time to hang around in town for a while. Oh, we will. Hey, you two! Oh shit, he's running. Well, Finn Gerard, what's the matter? We've got a warrant out for these guys' arrests. I'm glad I caught you. It's great you're here too, Chief. Dude, we got a problem. Kind of problem. I got a message from the Wobble Ship Company. Looks like the 11 a.m. airship's gonna be delayed for a few hours. What? Hit him with the Joshua stare. What's this all about? More trouble with Sky Pirates? Something like that, I guess. There's word of a terrorist plot to disrupt the Queen's birthday festival. They've set up military inspections at all airship landing ports to investigate. Probably looking for Professor Russell and the others. Airship bound for the capital is stuck in Rouen for the moment. Alright, I can get to Rouen pretty quick. Royal Army's patrol ship from Layston Fortress is coming instead. See. Sounds like you're going to be pretty busy then, huh? Yeah, I gotta explain the situation to the other passengers. And let them know that we will not be comping them a replacement flight. All sales are final. Anyway, now the two of you have to find a way to kill some time. I'll let you wait at the Bracelet Guild, and I'll call to let you know when the airship arrives. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, I told y'all we should have just left this fucking town behind, gone straight to Grantle. As soon as we got to the Bracelet Guild and they were like, we ain't got shit for you, we should have left. Royal Army shows up, they're gonna want to investigate the Leibniz. I better have a chat with Chief Murdoch. Point, it wouldn't be good if they investigated yesterday's incident. Please take care. I'm not so old, I need kids like you worrying about me. Anyway, see you later. Joshua, this is bad, alright? Yeah, going by airship could be dangerous now. It'll take longer, but I think we're better off traveling on foot. Okay, so we do walk there. I was looking finally forward to riding an airship after so long. Okay, because I didn't really remember. Because it's like, I have no memory of walking to Grantle, but I also have no memory of us getting on an airship. But once we got here and the dude was like, hey, it seems like the airship's late. Kind of like clicked like, oh, we are going to walk. Because I did think it was weird when they mentioned taking an airship. Because even though I don't remember walking to Grantle, you know, we did go to the gate that has the exit towards Grantle. This grudge shan't be forgotten, Colonel Richard. Now, just think of us continuing our training. Go to the reception desk and cancel our booking. Can we get the money? Can we get, like, just consider that like a bonus for our last completed jobs? Give me that extra 2 BP or something? Looks like the airline has been delayed significantly. I know, it's because of the Royal Army's inspection. I'm getting tired of waiting. Maybe I should try another time. An inspection without any prior notice? Seriously, how selfish and thoughtless can the Royal Army get? Pretty selfish and thoughtless. Ah, it's you guys again. Right, I still don't know when the ship will arrive. Sorry, but would you mind waiting at the Bracelet Guild for now? Actually, we've had a slight change of plans. Sorry, but could we cancel our booking? See, well, I can't say I blame you. Fortunately, all sales are final. Since the airship hasn't arrived yet, there's no cancellation fee. Cancellation fee? Fuck you. But I cancel your face with this stick. Just return the tickets you got earlier and you're good. Alright, got it. They did play a bit of a trick on me, though, with the actually giving us the key items of boarding passes. Looks like the patrol ship's here. That was fast. Well, I guess we'll be on our way. Sorry for the trouble and thank you for your help. Not at all. Hope you'll fly with us another time.
Things are starting to get lively here. First, let's pay a visit to the factory chief. To come up with such a plan, I would expect nothing less from the Colonel.
Yeah, there we go. That was a shock. Run into the intelligence division if we stay here any longer. Hurry up and get out of town. Yeah, let's go. To get to the real capital, we head off the eastern road, right? Estelle, you know I don't know what the fuck east is. Yeah, head north on Ritter Roadway and aim for Sockheim Gate. Once you pass the gate, we'll be in the Gransel region where the capital is.
We never seem to have much luck with airliners. At least it's good training.
How about we walk around the kingdom before returning to Roland as heroes?
If we manage to
Please,
solve
take a
the
look.
incident, I wouldn't mind.
Hey, what will it be?
We can talk about it
Guys.
to everyone back home.
Stop trying to listen. Stop barking at me with your, oh, want to buy something? You up there, partner? I heard a siren from the landing port. Did something happen? Looks like the Army patrol ship just docked. Why are they here? Nothing's happened as far as I know.
What was that?
Can I? They don't hate me anymore! I did think it was a little out of character for them to not let us come back here. There's even a thingy over here. Oh, probably it's a book. Fucked up. Fuck you. Telling me to get this book, you gotta come to the realization that, oh, they'll probably let me go to Airlet now. Now they'll, and then you gotta walk all the way through the fucking cave. Because you couldn't just teleport. You gotta walk all the way over here on the hope that it would even let you come here. After earlier they told you to fuck off. That's fucking devious, man. That's probably the most devious book. And there's been some, I mean, I didn't really hunt for them in this game or the next one. And then, I guess I've really only hunted for them in like Azure onward. And Azure had like one really devious one I remember, where it's like, there's one specific part in the story where if you talk to an old lady, she gives you the book. And I missed it because I talked to the old lady, but you have to like progress the story, then come back and talk to her. It's just kind of like this situation. But this is way more devious because, like, who the fuck is gonna... You gotta walk all the way through the tunnel, man. Means we received new orders from headquarters. I'm sure it's about issuing border permits, but honestly, it feels a little too late now. Higher-up's really serious about this? This one, I don't even know what they're trying to do. Honestly, I could probably make it to Rouen faster. Hop on the airship there. Seriously, another new order? Why the hell they let the inspection in the first place? I'm starting to think these army guys don't know what the fuck they're doing. Well, they sent new orders, did they? That must mean the higher-ups haven't given up on catching the culprits. What they're asking is a challenge. I don't want to be extra thorough when I explain this to the troops. We can't afford any misunderstandings. People forget their stuff more often than you think. Held on to it for a while, but most never come back to get their lost item. This book, for example, it's collected dust sitting here so long. We'll have to toss it to make room. You want it? Alright, Bill, tell the captain. We're not allowed to do this. You traveling? That's unusual. Everyone's heading to the royal capital for the Queen's birthday festival now.
Hey, what will it be?
Hey, welcome! Look at this crap. No customers at all. Yeah, sure, the Queen's birthday's soon, but man is a fickle creature after all. Alright, since you're here, I'll show you my A-game. Come on, order whatever you'd like.
Time for some shopping.
Yeah, I just got the same shit I always do.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Would you like to rest up?
Yes, I would. Well, too bad. Military personnel
That was a
only.
good break. Be careful out there.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite because we do have them. They're
Phew, that was a good
infested in the mattresses.
break. Be careful out there.
Gosh, we're making us late by needing a double rest. Oh, we haven't had travelers in a while. Going to Rouen? Most folk are traveling to the royal capital now. Niche, but tasteful of you, you fucking hipsters. You know, thinking about it, isn't it better to go sightseeing in less popular seasons? There are fewer people, the hotels are cheaper. I like the birthday festivals here all year round. I guess it's complicated. Well, yeah, I mean, if there's an event, it's a little different, but you are right. The problem is, you know,
Let's go, Estelle.
I mean, I don't know if they have vacation days in Zemuria, but like in general, the reason why seasons become popular is because that's when people take off and they have the time available to go on vacation. You don't really get to pick when you get to participate, or you don't really get to pick your vacation season. I'm pretty sure in universe, if you talk about taking a day off, they just shoot you, but Gustav just came here, but he seemed to be in a big hurry. I wonder if something happened at the landing port. Oh, fuck. I gotta check and see who updated their dialogue. Who done did update. Oh, looks like most of the factory did, or at least some of the factory. You guys make sense. I don't know if anybody else will, but the leaving is stored in the basement now. We're saying that it's being overhauled. Gotten rid of everything we don't want it to find, so we'll be fine. Relief. So surprised how fast the Royal Army reacted to this. If we were any slower cleaning up the evidence, it's likely they would have caught on. I suppose it's how desperate they are. It was suspicious how fast the Royal Army was onto it. Maybe it means they were getting impatient.
I have to talk to the factory chief.
I gotta check all the floors. You all hate us. That's fine. There's more time to listen to the do 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 do. It goes incredibly hard, man. Goes in a way few could ever conceive of how it goes. Well, I guess if I'm doing my due diligence, I should check the basement. Because what if there's an incredible new dialogue from Faye? Is incredibly new. Fuck you. Eat my ass. Alrighty then. Well, I'll head to Elmo Village. And then the Wolf Fort. And then Sanctheim Gate.
Welcome.
Oh, look who it is, a customer! Not many folks coming in, so I was thinking of calling here today. Didn't we just talk about what happens if you take a day off? Since you're here anyways, I appreciate if you buy some. Please, everyone's too busy with the Queen's birthday to shop here. Hard work, you know, fighting off sleep in a store this empty.
Are there any bargains?
You can go to sleep, just tie up a,
Take it easy now.
you know, bell to the door if anybody walks in. It ring-a-ding-dings, and then you can get up. And if they notice you're all sleepy, you're like, yeah, let's take a bit of a nap. Things are kind of slow, but I'm staying open because I wanted to be dedicated to any travelers who come by, because we're just that, you know, small local business. We work hard but honest around here. And then they'd be like, oh my God, we respect that so much. Here's all our money. Hey, Racia! You're the referee, so you gotta pay attention. Here I go. My horrible arts! Kaboom! Hard as steel! The main event of the birthday festival is the Royal Tournament, right? No way I'm losing to you. I'm activating my arts too! Whoosh! Good choice. Aerostorm, OP as fuck. Apparently they're playing a Royal Tournament. How can they do that in public? Aren't they embarrassed? Of course they aren't, the little brats. Oh, Quante, wait. You just used an Orbler a minute ago, remember? You can't use them again yet. You have to wait a bit longer. What the hell? They got auto-regenerating mana? Or cooldowns? Cooldown-based combat? Aw, man, we don't do that here. Hate me? They hate me? I was gonna say. I don't know. Oh yeah, lady, you ain't truly fucking lived if you ain't done a fucking play fake anime battle, alright? It's okay. You can only do it for a few years. There's only a few years in your life that you can legitimately try and Kamehameha someone and it's not cringe. You gotta enjoy that while you can. Usually have a lot of guests every day, but not today. Actually a little time off for a change. Still, can't believe how quiet the Maple Leaf Inn is. Her Majesty the Queen's influence is remarkable. Oh, whatever. She didn't fucking do anything. Village is like a ghost town today. I guess it's because there's no tourists around. Fingers crossed things stay this peaceful until the birthday festival passes. I mean, it is kind of funny how, like, literally the queen rules with, like, unchecked power, but, like, she doesn't do anything. No, it's just like a ghost town today. Things are so quiet that my daughter didn't even wake up until a few minutes ago. I swear, she's so lazy, I'm tempted to send her off to do some work. What work? Ain't shit to do. You were just talking about. Why, look who's back. Done playing detective for the day? In that case, stay a bit. No sense rushing off just yet. Business is slow, so the open air bath is all yours if you want it. Don't tempt me, but we got work to do. Headed to the capital next, sadly. Been so generous to us. Thank you again for everything. Oh, pish posh. Think of this old lady's way of paying you back for fixing the pump. Need us helping out Russell again today. Make sure to tell her that old coot not to overwork that little girl, will you? You're right. Leave it to us. We'll let him know. Mind yourselves out on that road, you hear? Don't be strangers now. As of speaking of, I don't remember. I may have talked about this already. I don't remember. If I meant to talk about it and I just forgot. But if I'm rehashing old ground, then, well, you know, you probably didn't watch it the first time anyway. Probably skip past it. But, speaking on, like, translation differences, so the scene with Estelle and Joshua in the hot springs is actually, it's a little different in the original game. Like, Joshua comes across as way less offended than he does in this version. Like, I'm blanking on the actual dialogue differences now, but, like, obviously there's also the voice acting element of it, like, you know, it's harder to, the tone of Joshua's words is more ambiguous because, you know, there was no, like, voice acting back then. Or at least, I mean, there was technically Japanese voice acting in one version, but I don't even know if that shit was out. When I played the game, it was out, but whatever. I didn't know about it. But, like, in this, he's, like, way more obviously offended when Estelle, like, screams, at him, whereas in the original version he's way more like not really reserved but like detached about it. Like one line I do remember is different is like Estelle, when she says in this version it's like, oh, it's not like I didn't necessarily want to be in the bath with you, whereas in the original she says something, it's like not like I'm disgusted by the thought of being in the bath with you, it's just, and then Joshua says, oh, is that how it is? And in this version, he says, say whatever you want. And a little bit later, he says something about, like, it's like after, like, Joshua says something about he's going to leave. Like, he's going to let them stay in the bath. You know, Estelle says something, and then he responds with, no, I wouldn't want to put you out in the original. And in this one, it's, oh, I wouldn't want to... What does he say? Oh, you don't have to pretend, is what it is. That's after the line about when Estelle says, it's not like I didn't want to be in the bath with you, per se. I just got freaked out. To which he responds with, oh, you don't have to pretend. So he comes across as, like, way more, like, like offended by Estelle's actions, whereas in the original he's more ambivalent. Which I don't think either is necessarily worse, per se. It's just something I noticed.
This is paradise.
I'm explaining it really poorly because I meant to talk about this a while back, but I've forgotten the dialogue differences.
Phew. Warm to the core.
And like another one is,
That's the stuff.
I can't remember, I may have also talked about this as well, but, or not, I think I mentioned this in a comment. I don't know if I actually talked about it in the video or not, but going back to the end of chapter, or the start of this chapter, when Agate's fighting, Mysterious Lieutenant Man. You know, Mysterious Lieutenant Man's dialogue is like way more, it's got a lot less sauce than in the original. Where, like, one difference I remember, like, he's got a bit more aura in the original translation. Like, the part where he says, like, hey, how about you just, you know, let our guys go and we'll call it even. In this version, he just says something, oh, well, I thought it was a good deal. And in the original, it's like, well, I thought it was a better, you know, well, considering the alternative is death, I thought it was a good deal. And then after Agate says, I like your style, in this version, he says the line about, like, oh, well, I don't mind, you know, people like you, or, you know, hot-headed dudes like yourself or something like that. Whereas in the original, he basically says something about, like, there's no shame in being weak, which is kind of line goes a little hard. I mean, I forget the exact wording, but basically, you know, he comes across as like way more of an intimidating presence in the original version. Been a while, but also still kind of playful. Like, it captures this weird air of like, he's like a little antagonistic, but he's also like extremely aware that he is way stronger than Agate. And you don't really get that in this version. You get it a little bit because of the combat's animated, and you can see that he's like kind of toying with Agate a little bit. Like, he's very casual with his movements and everything. So I like that, at least. Like, it kind of feels like they somewhat get the intention across, but not via the dialogue, through the combat mainly. There are guests showing up all at once on the same day. They staggered their visits. They'd have the bath to themselves, you know? It's been a while since it's been this quiet. Alright, I guess I'll use this downtime to get all the cumbersome prep work out of the way. Guess I have a habit of showing up all at once after all. Another thing is I should have checked the dialogue earlier, a couple videos ago at the start of the chapter with Chloe and Julia. Because, you know, because I mentioned that the dialogue at the start of this chapter between Chloe and Julia was like almost completely different in this version. Like, the tone is completely different, I guess is what I should say. Like, the words are almost the same, or like, but there's just like, I don't know. I would say this version's way more revealing than in the original translation. Welcome to Maple Leaf Inn. With most of the guests heading to the birthday festival, you've got the place practically to yourself.
Now then.
Things this quiet, it's a perfect chance to give the place a good scrub. This quiet spell won't last, soon we'll have folks pouring in. So I do kind of wonder if there's any differences there, because I don't really remember. I mean, I vaguely remember the scene of it just being that, like, the airship drops down and, like, Chloe gets invited for a chat. But I did remember that scene when we're leaving Rouen very differently.
Let's go.
And like I said, it's very subtle, most of the changes, but they kind of matter. Hey, I'm so happy. Thanks for understanding. Keep dreaming. Honestly, you both don't deserve each other. Well, I don't know. Maybe you do deserve each other, because you don't really seem that good of relationship partners. We got the word from command to restart the border inspections. It's been so long since the terrorist incident. We're wasting our time, if you ask me. The order's a little odd to say the least. Maybe there's more to this than we know. Still haven't tracked down the perpetrators of the Central Factory incident. Hardly surprising. The order is to cease checkpointing sections after all. Knights have already fled the kingdom. Still haven't tracked down the perpetrators. Too late to resume inspections now. Maybe they're just really bad at escaping. You ever thought about that? Oh, you hate me? Alright.
Welcome. What will it be?
Hey, did you hear? They still haven't caught the culprits who attacked the Central Factory. Seriously, what have the soldiers been doing this whole time? Maybe I should forget to make them dinner. True. Wonder what the terrorists who attacked the factory ran off to. He and the captain couldn't figure it out. Well, no matter how you look at it, it's not like it's the captain's fault. It's already time to switch out on gate duty. Should get going. Here's a thought I had, but I think I'll just wait here like usual. I'll head over when Bram comes to get me. And then I'll say, you've departed your post, Private. As punishment, you gotta serve 12 more hours. Alright then, let's get the travel permits taken care of. We've got a long way to go to Calvert, so we should head out early. Come on now, Carl. Heading out soon. Make sure your stuff's ready. Once my sisters are old enough to take care of themselves, I'm definitely moving to Zeiss. Then I'm going to join the Central Factory, even if it's just as an apprentice. One day I'll build airships. I'm good with my hands, and I think Mom will understand. It doesn't really seem like the understanding type, but rooting for you.
Let's go!
Agate, I know you're up there. Fucking lucky that I can't teleport to the top. Whatever. Boss. Oh man, my throat just got so dry all of a sudden. Like seized up on me. Alright, what is Anthem Gate? We didn't even get like a side quest or anything, does he? Like before we left? Well, last chapter didn't do that either, right? Because I think I mentioned that the others did, but it hadn't. So I guess it's only half of them give you a side quest right as you start the new chapter.
Let's go!
Because there was one for chapter 1 and one for chapter 2, but not for chapter 3 in this one. So this is Sanktheim Gate. So you've been here like 4 times. Kind of looks like the Gurren Gate in the Roland region, doesn't it? That's because they're both part of the same Onberg wall that surrounds the capital region. It was built nearly 1,000 years ago, but it seems quite sturdy. No wonder it was able to keep out the Imperial army when they invaded. Yeah, it looks like a cannonball wouldn't even make a dent. Also a tourist spot, right? If we had time, we could go to the roof and... you know... fight. Knowing you probably just want to go sprinting along the top of the wall, huh? Rude! No, I don't! Even though running across the wall and with a torch and saying the banners are lit does sound fucking, well, lit. I was thinking about, you know, having a nice quiet lunch, just the 2 of us. Like, you know, just like enjoying talking the breeze? Enjoying the breeze? Huh? See, that's how you do a fucking vocal flub. Not the way they do that shit in the prologue, where it doesn't sound like he's flustered and does a vocal flub. Everyone fucking oh, it's completely obvious. Fuck you! Okay, I'm joking. I'm not really mad, but... a little mad on literally everyone acting like I'm a fucking idiot for thinking that it doesn't come across as a vocal flub. Don't we all do that all the time? Ah, forget it. Let's just hurry up and get the paperwork over with and head for the royal capital. Maybe that's what fucked up the damn... Everyone stopped watching after I laughed at the scene there. Everyone said, fuck this guy, I'm out. Are you upset or something? I'm not resentful. Maybe a little. Maybe it's just a fucking 1%. Yep, you're wrong. Stop saying weird stuff. Let's go and hurry up inside already. The damn dark aura coming off of her. Real sure complicated. Nah, I think this is a stealth thing.
Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, something doesn't feel right. Captain, I've informed the soldiers of the recent orders. I've instructed them to do things strictly by the book, no more, no less. Good, thank you. Can't afford to let our guard down, I'm counting on you. Culprits on the run must be having a hard time themselves. They must be as vigilant as we are. Can't allow the culprits to infiltrate the capital. We can't afford to let our guard down, I'm counting on you. Oh, welcome. Had a lot of visitors until now, not too long ago, but they all left for the capital already. I mean, the Royal Tournament's coming up, so I get why they're so excited. A lot of visitors until not too long ago. Royal Tournament. I do love me a tournament arc. The best possible arc. That last customer just ordered the cheapest stuff on the menu and left. Based, holy shit, he's based. Or she's based. And yet that Sanders still gave him a discount for some reason. I swear, he's such a pushover. I mean, if you didn't want people to order the cheap stuff, why the fuck would you put the cheap stuff on the menu? You know what? If there's a best NPC, it sure as shit ain't fucking Tammy. She's actually the worst NPC. I bet that Sanders still gave him a discount for some reason.
Want something to eat?
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by the cafeteria. Place is kind of like a waiting room, so feel free to relax here if you want. You guys heading to Granza? That's rad. Wish I could get out of here and go to the birthday festival too.
Which one should I pick?
Thanks.
Don't let her get to you, Sanders. Stay fucking golden, boy. You're the GOAT, even if nobody says it. Don't ever let them block your shine, Sandy boy. Hello? Anybody over here? Nice. The beacons are lit! The capital is being invaded! Send the reinforcements! Private Chelsea, what do your elf eyes see? I reported the suspicious airliner I saw to the captain, but he said the higher-ups never responded back when he told him about it. Imagine being left on red by the fucking military high command. Guess I was a fool to think I'd actually get any credit for doing something that actually mattered. Holy fuck. Bro, you're being a little too real right now. I reported the suspicious airliner to the captain, but he said the higher-ups never responded back when he told him about it. Maybe it really was just a test flight for some new type of airship. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. We will talk to the receptionist, but I'm going to pause for a minute first. And then we'll, see what he's gotta say. Right back. Alright, we're back. What up, Private Wayne, if that is your real name? Hey there, welcome to Sondheim Gate. If you're heading to the royal capital, you'll need to get border permits first. Right, could you help us with the paperwork? Nah, that's kind of like your job. I'm just here to stamp the stuff. Your thing, just sign this paper. Phil and Joshua filled in the necessary information on their paperwork. Man, kids these days sure are adventurous. You two here for a highway hiking date or something? Huh? It's date? Nothing like that. We're siblings, believe it or not. Okay, so that makes it more likely. You don't look anything alike. I do see you have the same last name. Anyway, paperwork's also, it's fucking anime. Literally nobody looks alike. Siblings either, okay, in anime land, siblings either are basically identical or look nothing alike. Alright? So, been acting weird all day. You feeling alright? Well, we did just learn that there's an active coup against our government. Did we take a break? Maybe it's not a real fucking Liberlian like Estelle is. Maybe you ain't got pride in your country. No, really, it's nothing. Let's just get to the capital. Alright, if you say so. If it's not a date, you heading to the capital, what's the tournament? Huh? The tournament? Ah, so that's not it either. Gosh, what the fuck are you people doing? You guys aren't criminals, are you? You're not, trying to evade justice? You're not terrorists, are you? Now that I think about it, we did just, the old fax machine, they sent over some pictures of two nefarious individuals who look an awful lot like you two. The tournament's a fighting competition held at the Grand Arena in the capital. Each year, the kingdom's finest warriors gather to showcase their fighting skills. The preliminaries start this afternoon. This afternoon? Wow, that sounds like fun. Sounds like the kind of event you'd enjoy, so. Thanks to Her Majesty, they've discounted the entry fee, too. I have my duties here. I'm going to watch myself. That's tough luck. To be honest, I'd rather participate than just watch. It'd be a great way to see our progress after all the training we've done. True. Preliminaries are starting today. It's probably too late to join. Besides, we've got work to do. We'll have to settle for watching this time. Ah, lame. What is it? That's a pretty intense stare. That emblem. I didn't notice at first because you're so young, but are you two bracers? Yep, that's right. Is that a problem? The higher command told us to kill all bracers on sight, and I'm going to do it because that's what you're supposed to do. Well, that's not exactly a problem, but... Man, I'm really stumped here. Doesn't seem possible, but... What's with the idle chit-chat? You're on duty. Ah, Captain. Is there a problem? Oh, it's just that... These kids here, they seem to be bracers. What? Ah, you too. Sorry, could I perhaps have a moment of your time? Could you step right down into the dungeon? The thing is, you really need to get into the capital. Oh, so you head to the capital. Just like what a criminal would do. Just out of curiosity, what's your business there? Bracer stuff? We've been asked to do a job. What kind of a job? A dirty job? No more? Well, the professor... wait, no. How should I explain this? Tell him the real story. We're going there to get our final senior bracer thing. I apologize. The guild has forbidden us from disclosing details regarding our current job. Fuck. Oh, that's the worst thing you could say, man. Okay, it's not the worst. Estelle said the worst thing. You said the second worst thing. Just say, hey, we're junior bracers, literal nobodies. We're going to Grandsell to get our recommendations. We also have our client's privacy to consider, so we'd appreciate if you just allow us to proceed. That sounds suspicious. It does sound fucking hella sus. Seems like we really do need to discuss this in greater detail. Alright. In my office. I don't really understand what's going on here. Thing is, we just received word from headquarters. Seems the Royal Guard has rebelled against Her Majesty and is staging terrorist attacks across the region. Apparently, some of the attackers are even posing as bracers. As a precaution, anyone claiming to be a bracer is subject to in-depth investigation. What? Stop blabbing to these people. Sorry, it's a direct order from the higher-ups, and as you know... we've done the bit enough. So your identities can be verified, we'll have to ask you to remain here. You've got to be kidding me, why are we...
Ah, you've finally arrived.
Huh? You... Ah, our client!
You certainly kept me waiting. If you've got your border permits already, shall we head to the capital?
Prof. Albie has finally gotten, after 3 months, he's gotten enough cash to hire bracer bodyguards for one endeavor. What? I'm terribly sorry, Professor. Preparing took us a bit of extra time and held up our departure. Hang on a second. Who are you exactly?
Ah, pardon my late introduction. My name is Alba, an archaeology scholar.
What?
I'm
No.
from North Ambria State, and I'm in Liberal for research.
Hey, this man completed his paperwork? Yes, just now. What do you mean he just walked up? His passport's official, and it seems that the History Museum in the capital has vouched for his identity. See, in that case, I don't see any issue. My apologies, Mr. Alba. By the way, how exactly do you know these two?
They're bracers, you see. They've saved my skin more times than I care to count. Lifesavers, these two.
I mean, it's only the 2 times, but...
Anyway, that's why I asked them to join me on my journey to the capital. Isn't that right, Estelle and Joshua?
Yes, those are our government names. Yeah, that's totally what happened. Well, in that case, I suppose that should be verification enough. Apologies. Seems to have been a misunderstanding here. Alright, it's all okay now, so we're good. No need to worry. We know you were just doing your job. Here, so you guys almost gave me a heart attack. Not just you, Professor, but Joshua too. You both played along so smoothly. Second, I thought I forgot about some plan we made or something. Of course not. I realized right away that I was just going along with the story. Sorry for not catching on quicker. So you're really not exactly the most perceptive guy either. You say something? No, nothing at all. My apologies. I gave you both quite the surprise. I noticed you were in a bit of a bind and thought I'd step in and help. That wasn't a problem, was it? Oh no, we were definitely in a bind. Thank you, Professor Alba. Yeah, really appreciate it. Not at all. Consider it a minor repayment of all your help in the past. But why were you having such trouble with the army? Overheard something about a terrorist attack? Seems they're criminals disguising themselves and causing trouble. Looks like we got mistaken for a couple of them. Yeah, exactly, and boy did it tick me off. Army's just filled with so many arrogant jerks. My, how unfortunate. I heard that incident at the Crimson Tower turned out to be a kidnapping. Or maybe a old person the person napped was not a child, is the joke. By the way, was that case ever resolved? I guess there's a word for that, it's called an abduction. Yeah. A lot of loose ends, but I guess you could say it's resolved. Ah, as expected of you two. From the moment we first met, I had a feeling you'd become top-notch bracers. Just like I'm a top-notch archaeologist. Yes, it seems my judgment was spot on. Oh, please, flattery won't get you anywhere. Well, we're still in training. More importantly, why are you here, Professor? Yeah, and the greatest of all time are in training at some point. Doesn't mean they're not the fucking goats. I'm on my way to the royal capital, of course. I wanted to take the airship, but my funds are a bit stretched. You will understand I will not be paying you for this job. By the way, as an archaeologist, stamina's key, and walking helps keep me in shape. You don't have to push yourself so hard. Guess you're still living that poverty lifestyle, huh? Such is life for us in the humanities. Damn, ain't that the fucking truth, partner? Especially for archaeologists, any mirror I get I spend on my next excavation. This guy's hopeless. Anyway, meeting you here feels like fate. Why don't you join us? We can all head to the capital together. Hey, Estelle. Alba might have his own plans. I'd be more than happy to join you. There are monsters on the road after all, and I'd feel much safer traveling with you two. Although the capital isn't too far from here. If that's the case, we'd be glad to travel with you. Great! Head for the capital.
Hey, this is
Alright, we will do exactly that next time. Professor Albie, our savior. I want to say? Oh yeah, I've said this many times before, but have no recollection of this at all. Which, I mean, I guess fits with me not remembering us walking to Gransel, so this isn't even like Because some of the stuff I'm like, oh, I don't remember this, but then as soon as it starts, I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of remember it. It's not really, I mean, maybe vaguely. Walking to Grancel with Albie makes, or seems to spark something, but not really. Alrighty, next time we'll chat everybody up and then go towards Grancel and finally say goodbye to Zeiss. Forever. Never. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.